Hey, this is Mark Moore, aka Tuxedo Mark, in various places on the internet. It just turned 6:28 p.m. according to the computer clock on Saturday, March 24, 2012. In this vlog, I'm going to be talking about Highlander. Now, Highlander as a franchise started back in 1986 with the first film, but I actually did not get into Highlander until... See, I'm not exactly 100% sure. First movie came out in 86. The TV series started in 92 and it ran for 6 seasons. Now I'm trying to narrow down exactly when I might have started watching it. I remember seeing the episode Little Tin God in like first run syndication. I had programmed it. It aired late at night on the local affiliate here, or not affiliate, but local syndicated, whatever. That was the season 5 episode. I remember seeing that. I also remember when I first got on the internet in September of 1996. Now at that point, the show would have just been entering its 5th season. I remember I wrote Highlander references into my Captain N fanfics. That would have been around 1997, early 97. Trying to remember exactly, but I'm pretty sure by 1997 I would have been during season 5 is probably when I got into Highlander. I watched the first movie. I recorded off TV, so it was probably edited to pieces, but I watched the first movie before I watched the show. I did that deliberately because I thought watching the movie was required in order to understand the show, but that's beyond the scope of this. This has just been my personal experience with the series. Then I started watching. This was during one of those brief periods that we had cable. I watched the weekday afternoon reruns on USA Network. Now I had actually been exposed to the series earlier than that because I remember, I think it was the season 2 theme. I had recorded a Back to the Future fan film. It's not the one that you see on this channel. It's an earlier version that I recorded back in 1993. Early 93 when I was still in 9th grade. And I had used part of the instrumental music from Princes of the Universe as background music in my fan film. Wait a minute, that's not quite lining up right. It might not have been the first version of the film. It might have been later on in like a second or third version of the fan film, because I remember seeing Jim Burns as Joe Dawson in there, so I'm pretty sure it was the season 2 theme. Maybe season 3. I think season 3 might have used the same footage. I don't remember, but anyway. But regardless, I hadn't watched the show. I just thought, oh, this music sounds cool. I recorded the theme and I used it in my Back to the Future fan film. Anyway, I had actually been made aware of the show even prior to that, because I don't know if I still have it, probably not, but I had come across a commercial for the series premiere that I had recorded, like, off of Fox, I think. It might have aired on local Fox affiliate here back then, in syndication anyway. So I had been aware of the show since, 1992, but I didn't start watching it until, like, I guess 1997. I remember going on the internet and finding a tiny video of a preview for the season finale of season 5. So yeah, somewhere around that time, I started watching the reruns on USA Network, but then I also watched the new episodes whenever they happen to air in late night syndication. I programmed them sometime in season 5, and then I watched through to the end of the series, and I watched The Raven, and my mom and I went to see Endgame in the theaters in 2000. We had to go to another city to see it because our local theater didn't get it until like a week later or whenever. As for the other movies, well, first of all, I was able to see the director's cut of the first one because my friend Mike brought it over. I think I had gotten him into Highlander. I think that was how it worked. Anyway, and I also saw the second film thanks to him. It was the Zeist version. I haven't seen the Renegade version or any other improvement to the second film. Just the home video release of Highlander 2: The Quickening, as well as a TV airing. And that was interesting because in the bar scene, when Connor goes and he selects a song from the jukebox, in the home video version, it plays a kind of magic, and I'm pretty sure that was in the theatrical version too, but I'm not exactly sure. But in the TV airing, some other song played. It wasn't even a Queen song, I don't think. It was some slow song, and I forget what it was. And I also saw Highlander, The Final Dimension. Again, I think that was thanks to Mike. And that one was actually good. It ignores the series, but it's a sequel to the first film, even though the first film didn't need a sequel. But it was okay. I thought Endgame was good. While the third film was probably technically better made, I think Endgame... I enjoy watching Endgame more. And Endgame actually continues the TV series universe. Yeah, that's right. The movies and the TV series are in separate universes. But it attempts to bring in elements from the first movie. And I'm not going to go all into that here because there's not enough time to explain everything. But overall, I enjoy the franchise. I haven't read the novels or the comic books, but the Queen album, A Kind of Magic, was the very first album that I ever bought, if that tells you anything. Let's see. I saw The Source. I bought The Source when it came out on DVD. It was at Kmart, and I bought it full price, and I sold it or gave it away later on. I didn't even want it. But let's see, what else? I'm currently rewatching the series from the beginning. I just passed season 2, episode 2. that gives you an idea where I'm at. And I'm enjoying the series all over again. It's pretty good, and you know, if you want to get into Highlander, first check out the first movie. Then you could go one of two ways. You could go into the TV series, or you could check out the third movie as an alternative to a series. Just be sure that when you get to a series, you're going to have to discount some elements from the films and set them aside. Again, separate universes, but kind of related, sort of. But anyway, so yeah, and that's it. It's 6:38 p.m. and thanks for watching.